Have you ever been in a meeting, you pitch a brilliant idea, it gets praised, and you immediately say, "Oh, it was nothing, just a random thought," or worse, "Actually, Sarah helped a lot," even when Sarah just nodded along? You think you're being humble, a team player, but what if I told you that what you call humility is actually a form of self-erasure? It's the reason you're being overlooked for that promotion, why your friends don't see your struggles, and why you feel invisible. Today, we're diving deep into the dark side of humility and revealing the 5 psychological traps that keep you undervaluing yourself. This isn't about becoming arrogant, it's about reclaiming your worth. Let's start our countdown at number 5. The praise deflector. You just landed a huge client, your boss is ecstatic, and your colleagues are congratulating you. Your gut reaction? To deflect. "Oh, I got lucky," or "anyone could have done it." This isn't humility, it's a defense mechanism. Alfred Adler, the pioneering psychologist, would call this a classic symptom of an inferiority complex disguised as modesty. You feel so fundamentally inadequate that you believe any praise must be a mistake. You're terrified that if you accept it, you'll be exposed as a fraud later on. So you deflect it like a hot potato, pushing away the very validation you crave. This creates a vicious cycle. People stop praising you because you make it awkward, which reinforces your belief that you have nothing to be praised for. You're teaching the world how to treat you, and you're teaching them that your contributions are worthless. Coming in at number 4 is the credit giveaway. This is the co-worker who does 90% of the work on a project, but insists on equal credit for the entire team, even for the person who just brought the coffee. You tell yourself it's about being a team player, about fostering collaboration. But the psychologist Carl Rogers would see this differently. He'd say you're wearing a people-pleasing mask. You're so desperate for unconditional positive regard, for love and acceptance, that you sacrifice your own achievements to get it. You believe that by giving away your credit, you are buying goodwill and avoiding conflict. The reality? You're showing others that your work is up for grabs. You're signaling that you don't value your own effort, so why should anyone else? Niccolo Machiavelli, though not a psychologist, understood this dynamic perfectly. He observed that while society praises the appearance of humility, it rewards those who confidently claim their power. By giving away your credit, you're playing a game you can't win, sacrificing real rewards for the fleeting feeling of being liked. Now for number 3, the silent guilt of ambition. Have you ever felt a pang of guilt for simply wanting more? Wanting that corner office, wanting public recognition for your art, or even just wanting to be the center of attention for one night? You quickly suppress that feeling, telling yourself it's selfish or arrogant. Sigmund Freud would have a field day with this. He would argue that this is a manifestation of unconscious guilt, a deep-seated belief that you don't deserve success. This guilt often stems from childhood messages that taught you that wanting things for yourself is bad. Maybe you were told not to show off, or that pride comes before a fall. So now, as an adult, your ambition is tied to a feeling of wrongdoing. You sabotage your own success because, unconsciously, you believe you should be punished for wanting it. This silent guilt keeps you playing small, stuck in a loop of self-denial, forever wondering why others are passing you by, while you're held back by invisible chains you forged yourself. At number 2, we have a powerful one, the shadow of submission. Think about that friend who always apologizes even when they're not wrong, or the partner who silences their own needs and desires to keep the peace. They believe they are being loving, flexible, and humble. The psychologist Erich Fromm would call this a form of submission, a pathological love, where you erase your identity to merge with another. You fear that if you assert your own needs, opinions, or boundaries, you will be abandoned. So you make yourself smaller and smaller, hoping your compliance will guarantee affection. But this isn't love. It's a transaction based on fear. Even more profoundly, Carl Jung would say, you are repressing your shadow, the assertive, ambitious, and powerful parts of yourself. By denying this vital part of your personality, you become incomplete and powerless. You're presenting a hollowed-out version of yourself to the world, and then you wonder why you feel so empty and unseen. You cannot be truly loved for who you are if you never allow yourself to be who you are. And now, the number one reason humility is making you invisible: the neurotic veil of modesty. This is the core of it all. It's not just one behavior, it's a whole personality built around the fear of standing out. The psychologist Karen Horney identified this as neurotic compliance. You have an obsessive need to be liked, admired, and approved of by everyone. The slightest hint of disapproval feels like a threat to your very existence. So you adopt a strategy of radical modesty. You never brag. You never ask for a raise. You never take the lead. You become agreeable to a fault. You believe this makes you safe, but it actually makes you invisible. You've wrapped yourself in a veil of humility so thick that no one can see the brilliant, capable, and ambitious person underneath. Friedrich Nietzsche argued that this kind of slave morality is designed to suppress the powerful. By embracing this toxic humility, you are participating in your own suppression. You're choosing to be a background character in your own life. So how do you break free? It's not about becoming an arrogant narcissist. It's about finding a healthy balance. First, practice what Carl Rogers called unconditional positive regard for yourself. Start a private win journal. At the end of each day, write down 3 things you did well, no matter how small. Acknowledge your effort without judgment. This retrains your brain to accept praise, starting with praise from yourself. Second, embrace your shadow, as Carl Jung advised. Acknowledge your ambition. Say it out loud, even if only to yourself. I want that promotion, or I deserve to be recognized for my work. This integrates your desire for success into your identity, transforming it from a source of guilt into a source of motivation. Third, learn assertive expression. This isn't aggression, it's simply stating your needs and opinions clearly and respectfully. Instead of saying, "It was nothing," try, "Thank you, I worked really hard on that." Instead of giving away credit, say, "Thank you, I led the project and the team provided great support." This redefines your role from a passive participant to an active contributor. You have been taught that humility is a virtue, but like any virtue, when taken to an extreme, it becomes a vice. You are not serving the world by hiding your light. You are robbing it of your unique talents and contributions. True humility isn't thinking less of yourself, it's thinking of yourself less. It's being so confident in your own worth that you don't need to constantly prove it or hide it. It's time to lift the veil and let the world see who you truly are. What about you? Have you ever mistaken humility for weakness? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear your story. Thank you for joining this deep dive. If this resonated with you, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more insights into the hidden sides of our psychology. See you in the next one.